Hello.
This is Purana Talk, and today I'm modeling a T-shirt from Wear Your Own in India, WYO.com. Probably you could find them online and you can order them, and they actually come in the mail. They're not expensive. This is Ramu Kaka Ki Chai, an obvious send up of Starbucks. God bless them. They've been here since about the time I moved to Seattle. They opened here.
My fashions are by Alan Cornmester.
Yeah, I actually designed that shirt, having stolen the design from someplace else. So we both got chai ads on today, which has nothing to do with our subject matter, which is the dismal science of diseases. Chapter 161 of the Garuda Purana, the first skanda or part. Dhanvantari said, I shall explain the pathology of Udara. Now, here's Udara, it tells us in English, parenthetically, is, I don't even know how to pronounce that, ascites, ascites, I don't know, it's Ascites, and it's allegedly in English, but unlike Sanskrit, which is a phonetic alphabet,
Latin, probably.
Yeah, it's like ascites.
Yes.
But it also calls it dropsy and flatulence. Now, I didn't think dropsy and flatulence were the same thing, so who knows? Again, you can always look it up. Ascites. But in Sanskrit, it is called udara, and we can think of it in its own terms. I shall explain the pathology of udara. O Sushruta, please listen. All ailments affect the man of impaired digestion, the more so in the case of udaras. Due to the accumulation of water matter, many ailments such as indigestion, etc., are produced. The vayus going up or down when obstructed, making the pravahini, the ducts of the digestive system, inoperative. The prana vayus defile the apana vayus and incarcerate them in the inner spaces of flesh and skin after producing the inflammation of the abdomen. Udara ailment is of 8 types. This is now section 4. The different doshas severally and in combination give rise to 4. The spleen, the thigh joints, wounds, and fluid watery substances are the 4 other causes giving rise to 4 types of udara. People affected by udara have dry palate and lips, the hands and feet, and the abdomen pain very much. Inability to move about, deficiency in strength, inability to eat, distension of the abdomen, all these are symptoms of the onset. Patients look like ghosts. 6. Appetite is lost. Distaste for everything is experienced. At the time of digestion, a burning sensation is felt. He who is not particularly mindful of taking food after digestion is injudicious in his diet. His strength diminishes. Limbs become emaciated. Even a slight activity makes him breathe hard. He shirks work. He is dejected. He becomes lean. Pain in the bladder, joints, always, fever and indigestion even after a light meal. Loss of strength, etc. occur in a Jatara Rogan, which is a patient of ascites. Asks anybody. Just not me. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what they're describing now.
No, I know. But I want to know what this ascites is. Google it. 9. Free somnolence and lassitude, loose motions hit bit by bit, burning sensation, intumescence, distension in the entrails. All these are to be found in an udara roga. Again, roga is just disease, due to watery accumulation, serious fluid. Patients of ascites due to serious fluid, definitely, I'll try that pronunciation for a while. Patients of ascites due to serious fluid definitely die, and they need not be bewailed.
Yeah, I don't get this.
I think the need not be bewailed part means, you don't have to feel like you could have done something.
Right.
You don't, without,
As a person that could have done something.
yeah,
Right.
I don't know. A rumbling sound is heard inside the belly. The external surface is charged with a network of veins like a window. When Vayu subsides after exciting the navel and the entrails and producing disorders, pain is felt in the chest, hips, navel, anus, and the thigh joints. 12. The Vayu comes out with a loud report, breaking the wind. Breaking the wind. Sometimes, never mind. Sometimes if you imagine the word spoken with an Indian inflection, it makes more sense than if you read it looking for syntactical consistency or something like that. That's not a put down. It's just breaking the wind. The patient passes a little urine. He is not eager for anything. The mouth is devoid of taste. 13. In the Vatodara, there is intermescence in the hands. It was intumescence before. Is it now intermescence? Is there a mistake? Is this a different word? His hands are swollen if it's intumescence, right? So in the Vatodara, and again, we're getting this from Vata combined with Udara or something like that, but it's the same as saying Vataja, I believe, just born of Vata. In the Vata type of this condition, there is swelling in the hands, feet, face, and stomach, and pain in the sides of the stomach, abdomen, hips, and the back. The joints seem to break. 14. Dry cough, pain in the limbs, heaviness in the nether regions of the body, suppression of stool, blackness or reddish color in the skin, and varied tastes in the mouth. These are the symptoms of Vataja types of ascites. A breaking, piercing pain is experienced in the abdomen. The surface is covered with a network of blue and black veins. The abdomen becomes distended, and wonderful sounds are heard from within. It is the Vayu that makes the sound and produces the pain as it courses all about. In the Pittaja type of ascites, fever, epileptic fits, burning sensation, and bitter taste in the mouth are the symptoms. Other symptoms are vertigo, dysentery, yellow color in the skin, etc. Probably in the skin and etc., like maybe in the eyes, and that's what it means by etc. It's always a question, isn't it? Greenish hue in the abdomen, having yellow or copper-colored network of veins in the surface of the abdomen, profuse perspiration and burning sensation. 18. The person feels that fumes escape from his stomach that is soft for the touch. He complains of pain as digestion takes place quickly. In the ailment of ascites due to kapha excess, lassitude, perspiration, edematous swelling of limbs and heaviness are experienced. There we finally get the edema, which it spells O-E-D. Edema. Maybe that's how it's spelled. I always spelled it with just an E, but it might be one of those words that's evolved. 19. Moreover, somnolence or pain, sleep, non-relish for food, dyspnea, cough, white color in the skin, etc. are also observed. The stomach is glossy and covered with network of veins, black and white in color. If the serous fluid increases, the abdomen becomes hard, cool to the touch, firm, and heavy. Serous, S-E-R-O-U-S. Is that like related to serum? If the cause is the combined action of all the humors, all the symptoms are present. 21, 22. Defiled by all humors, by which they mean doshas in Ayurveda, the waste matter with the contaminated blood comes to the abdomen and begins to putrefy. It produces an ailment of ascites, which is rapid in the suppuration and very terrible. It produces emaciation, epileptic fits, and vertigo. During cold and windy days, the ailment exhibits signs of aggravation. Due to excessive intake of food, agitation, excessive traveling or drinking, injudicious use of beverages, misuse of emetics, etc. The spleen, which is on the left side, gets dislodged and becomes enlarged. Or its enlargement may be caused by the obstruction of blood through the fatty substances. This ascita seed-like growth is very hard and raised like the back of a tortoise. While growing gradually, it spreads all over the abdominal cavity and is attended with dyspnea, cough, thirst, dryness of the mouth, distension of the abdomen, fever, yellowness of the skin, epileptic fits, vomiting, burning sensation, and fainting. The network of veins is crimson, blue, or yellow color, or it may have various colors. Tympanites with suppression of stools, fainting, burning sensation in the chest, and fever may supervene. Heaviness of other organs, taking of food without appetite, or hardness of itself may cause the dislodgement of the yukrit, liver, from the right side of the body, as in the case of spleen. When the liver suppurates, and when the fecal matter accumulates in the rectum, the patient will be afflicted by piles, tympanites, and other sorts of disorders. The aggravated vayu obstructs fecal matter, pitta, and kapha. When apana is also similarly obstructed, by it there is pain and fever. Moreover, cough, dyspnea, severe pain in the thigh, pain in the head, limbs, umbilical region, and sides. Non-evacuation of bowels, non-relish for food, vomiting, and permeation of the abdominal cavity by defiled wind are observed. I hope you're enjoying this as much as we are. 32. A permanent network of blue or red veins covers the outer surface of the stomach. Above the navel, generally, it takes the shape of a coin's tail.
What's that mean?
Oh, now you...
A coin's tail. Like, how many coins have you ever seen that have tails?
Oh, well, I could tell you a tale about a coin. 33. When wounded by bones or weapons in the stomach, the liver begins to suppurate, emitting such much pus through the wound. Only the unripe ones, having mucus, come through the anus, which is little by little. Although it has a fetid smell, it is lubricious and yellowish red in color. Watch out for that. All right, we're getting silly now because, well. 35. What remains fills the abdominal cavity and begins to work disorders. It increases beneath the umbilical region and assumes the form of serous fluid. 36. When the doshas get aggravated and all the symptoms such as dyspnea, thirst, and vertigo appear, the ailment is called chitrodara by some and parisavyudra by others. This happens in an emaciated person of impaired digestion by drinking too much water or drinking with a great deal of joy.
So it's edema.
Sure.
Like absorbing too much water.
Yeah. You drink too much water, or you drink too joyfully.
Yeah, that's an odd idea.
Yeah, that's a very odd idea. Don't be hindered. Drink with joy. If you must, you have a choice. Always drink with joy. 38. The vayu and kapha become aggravated through such injudicious conduct and unobstruct the path of acid secretions of the stomach, and it increases to the extent of water taken in, even if it be a drop. It increases to the extent of water taken in, even if it be a drop. 39. Due to the aggravation, the udara roga is accompanied by thirst and pain in the anus and the ears. There is cough, dyspnea, and non-relish for food. The surface is covered with a network of veins of various colors. Because the abdomen is full of water, it is soft to touch. There is agitation and shivering in the dakodara. The abdomen is firm and glossy. It covers the nerves. If neglected, all types of ascites lead to further liquefactions of the serous accumulations and even the outlets of the ducts and joints. If perspiration is obstructed and internal contents grow further, the serous fluid filling the stomach causes kshatodra ailment. All right, these are the last three stanzas. I won't read the numbers anymore, 43 through 45. The dropsy becomes firm, heavy, and spherical, and does not produce any sound when pressed. The patient gets weaker every day. When the nerve is touched, it moves. The disappearance of the veins is an indication of Sanipataja type. All the different types of udara exhibit the symptoms of serous fluid within a fortnight and are incurable from their very inception.
Well, whatever it is, it's serious. Like
Serous.
cancer or
Serous.
it's something that causes the body to, like, they may be describing more than one thing. Like,
well, anything that you get symptoms in your anus and your ears at the same time, you kind of wonder there's something connecting those two, and they're kind of a long ways apart. So it's either...
Well, it's debilitating, whatever it is, because they say the person gets to where they can't move on their own.
Yeah. And it's fatal.
The description of veins appearing sounds almost like you've got a bulbous growth or something on the outside.
Yeah, well, they've talked a couple of times of, like the tortoise back that's
right
pooched out.
So maybe occasionally it's something that's poking out for some reason, either a growth or whatever. And then they describe how there's lots of fluid inside the body, like more to the point where it's like a timpani in a drum. So
send in your guesses, and we'll announce the winner on our next show.
It could be urinary tract problems. It could be bowel obstruction. There's so many things. It could be infections between the layers.
I can't wait till we get to stories about the gods again.
Yeah, that's usually what this is about. It's just dumb luck that we started in the Ayurvedic section. But I guess you needed to come in this way. What can I say?
Well, you don't have to. That's the thing. Once you discover us, we may have done many more, and you could go listen to some others and just pay no attention. On the other hand, there's going to be somebody out there that is just going to find this, and it's going to be perfect for them. And for you, well, this is our little gift.